Yeah.
I'd like to call the monthly board meeting for Greater Peoria Mass Transit District to order. Today is Monday, October the 9th, 5:30 p.m. Roll call, please.
Okay, trustee Sterling Polk,
Present.
trustee Ahart,
Present.
trustee Hare,
Present.
trustee Knox,
Present.
and trustee McBride.
Present.
That's a quorum, ma'am.
Thank you. I'd like to have a motion to add Mr. Ahart and Mr. Knox to our meeting.
So moved.
Second. All in favor?
Your choice, right?
Aye. Motion carries. May we have the pledge, please?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I know that you have all received and have read the minutes from our last meeting. May I have- Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
So may I have a motion to accept the minutes from our last meeting, please?
Make that presentation.
I'll make motion to accept them.
Thank you. Second,
I'll second it.
all in favor?
Uh,
Aye. Motion carries. Do we have any communications that need to be read?
We have one. So we received a letter from the Peoria Public Library, so I'm just going to read this. It says, "Dear Mr. Wolves, thank you for continuing our fine-free plus fare-free partnership for our second year. All of us at the Peoria Public Library continue to be impressed with CityLink's commitment to community. In expressing our gratitude, I feel confident I can speak for our sister libraries as well. Just like last year, we saw so many new patrons seeking library cards so they can take advantage of the essential services provided that CityLink provides. Over the course of this August and September, we issued 1,002 new library cards during the inaugural year. So last year, Peoria Public Library alone issued 1,700 new library cards, not counting the number of people who came in to renew their cards. These are impressive number for us. The safe and reliable transportation that CityLink provides is something many of our patrons rely on daily, so we hope we continue this partnership for the foreseeable future. Finally, we'd like to please take a moment to thank Emily Watson for her continued efforts to make this a seamless event for both of us. Sincerely, the Executive Director of the Peoria Public Library." I also want to say too, I was recently at the Peoria Zoo and I ran into one of the directors there. Even though that partnership that we did something similar with them has ended, they also would like to continue that on. And they specifically said, "Thank you to Emily for that work that she did to make that happen." So that was pretty awesome. They had almost 150 people take advantage of that program as well. So it's pretty awesome. So that's it.
Thank you. And thank you to Emily for coming up with those new innovative ideas. We really appreciate it. Do we have any reports from officers or trustees?
I do have
Okay.
one. This is for the Stuffa Bus Committee. It's the 36th annual Stuffa Bus. Look how many tons of food we've gotten total.
Already?
No, 36 years.
Oh God.
A lot.
100.
Yeah, a lot, okay.
100.
Emily says a lot.
A lot.
And the official kickoff will be October 20th with a press conference at 10 o'clock a.m. at the Kroger store located on Lindbergh Drive in North Peoria. There'll be a special performance by the Peoria High School Band, a live radio, remote and broadcast from a Columbus, I'll get it right, radio station. Emily and Marcellus will go to Peoria Friendship House to be on the WMBD morning news at 6:25 a.m. And Good Day, Central Illinois, 20 p.m. on that day. After the record-breaking season we had last year, we're going to go for a bigger amount of 13 tons of food. That will be nice to reach because we overpowered the results last year. Some other stuff about events include on October 22nd, collection from 12 to 4 at the Peoria Rivermen Players at the Peoria Lindbergh Kroger's. October 28th, collection on the event from 10 to 2 at the Peoria Fire Department volunteers at Kroger's on Lakeview. November 1st and 8th, free bus trade rides with a donation. November 4th, collection on event with Coach Bree Cottage cheerleading and dance committee at the Kroger on Lindbergh. November 3rd and 4th, bus collection and Stuff-A-Bus at the Stuff-A-Bus at the City Link. We'll have gifts for your free friends. November 5th, the collection event from 10 to 2 at the Peoria Mustangs game. And check out Stuff-A-Bus Facebook. It's on the internet. And members of the 2023 Stuff-A-Bus Committee include representatives of CityLink, ATU 416, Peoria Friendship House, Kroger's, WMBD, WYZZ-TV, and Cumulus Radio. Are there any questions? She's got a whole litany lined up here.
Good job.
Very good.
Thank you very much for that report. Any other reports, committees? For standing committees, I do have one for ADA. Just to remind everybody, our next meeting will be October 18th. It will be a Teams call. I did meet today with someone from the hearing community about our deficits, that we aren't really paying enough attention to the people that have a hearing disability. So I will be working on that with our community to see if we can do better. And that would be the end of my report. So now we're ready for the general manager. Let me say the assistant general manager.
So for the GM report, I'm just going to list them all off because it says attended. So attended the following: the IPTA conference, golf outing for the East Peoria Chamber of Commerce, the labor management meeting, the golf outing for the Midwest Food Bank, attended the Black Business Alliance 10th anniversary celebration, the CEO council member meeting at the Peoria Airport, and he went to ZebCon with Steve Green out in California. It's the Zero Emissions Bus Conference, and general manager is currently at the he's an APTA in Florida. One thing that's not on his report that I thought was pretty interesting is Shammer and I did a ride along with Councilman Allen, who's actually not present tonight, so that was pretty helpful. He wanted to get some firsthand experience of what it's like to be on the bus, so we took him out and did the Trillium route, which is pretty neat. We also had an Ollie class walkthrough that River City helped us coordinate, so we had probably 30 or 40 people show up for that Ollie walkthrough, which is pretty interesting. They were pretty curious about it. And then the last thing is, I know he came around and introduced himself, but we have a new director of safety and security, which is Miguel Sanchez. We're very happy to have him. He has his work cut out for him. So. But he's caught on pretty well, and so far so good. So if you have any questions for him, just feel free to ask him. That's the report.
Thank you. Questions? Okay. New facility update.
Yeah, they like turn all the way up. There you go.
Sorry. All right, so F and W installing the retaining wall, Tazewell asphalt, obviously the asphalt back there is installed and striped along the northwest parking lot. We're working on getting that handed over in the next few weeks. Ahulin installed fencing. They are on break until we get that northwest side back and we can come back around. ICCI Port sidewalk north of admin. Tazewell asphalt graded at the lower level parking. Bench removed concrete at the south building. Illinois Oil is working on the fuel island. And I do want to thank everyone with operations. They've been great with having both those areas shut down, working with them. They've really been good. So we do want to thank City Link for all their hard work there. Western installing corrugated siding at admin. Eastling glass ceiling glazing seams throughout the building. Tobin continuing to install fixtures throughout. A&J Electric, they set the quasi box and port ductwork at the east side of the south building, connected power overhead, they pulled main feeders and continued running conduit in the garage. This is our big push to get the temp power connected so we can work on getting you guys moved in over to that first floor and partial second. Pipco hanging ductwork throughout. Hitchcock installing fire protection piping. Carpet weavers started installing the wall tile and Maxwell installed the countertops. They all look really cool. Bedrock, they just continue to follow the mechanicals painting, and then they also started doing some accent colors. Right Way installed drywall, taping, and installing ceiling grid throughout. River City, we've been hanging doors, adding hardware, continued blocking, and also general clean. As far as the budget update, there's no adjustment to the GMP, obviously. Overall phases, we are 68 or 40% complete. Balance to finish includes the retainage and total bill to date, $29,828,555.19. And then payout 29 will be submitted at the end of this month. So overall schedule percentage, obviously phase A is 100 still, remaining, I guess. Phase B is the 68.40, and then C and D is there's no change. We're hoping to do partial footings for phase D in the next few months, so that will increase a little bit. But other than that, we are just working on phase B right now. And I apologize, I'm talking super fast because I have a migraine.
Thank you.
Any questions?
Thank you. Yes, Nick.
Also gonna give you an update also that we hopefully this week will order all of our appliances. Which is pretty cool. The local company won it on the quote. So,
Good.
and then we finally got approval from IDOT to start picking and ordering furniture. It took a long time. So there's a few of us internally that are gonna form a committee. We're just gonna pick it all. So it's pretty awesome.
Thank you.
Yep.
Is there anyone to give the report for Transdev? If not, her information is in our packet, so if any questions, just direct them directly to Angel. Do we have public comments? We do not. Old business? Yes.
So last month we spoke about our Christmas party, which was approved for our employees. Unfortunately, though, our venue was booked on the date that we tried to push back. So we do have to go back to the original December 2nd date. So this is just to request the Board of Trustees authorize the general manager to end bus service with the 12:15 lineup on December 2nd.
2:15? Okay.
2:15, because of
Oh, that's
the,
okay. I thought you said 12.
oh,
But that's okay. It's really
I may
2:15.
have
Okay.
2:15, yes, ma'am.
Okay. May I have a motion to accept the change?
I'm sorry, I'm gonna have a terrible time hearing all this.
I need a motion to authorize the change of date for the Christmas party
So
I'll make motion. Second,
was that Chris or Don?
Chris.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Thank you. We're good. Want to do the next one? New business? Okay, we're to new business. You got that, Mike?
Yes, ma'am. Okay, so this is for resolution number 2414 for the contract renewal for our Humana Group Medicare Advantage plan. Before I go any further, I do have Rick Simonis here. I don't know if you guys, I'm sure, know him. So he is the owner of the First Mid Group. Okay. So anyway, for the Humana Group Medicare Advantage plan, there is a increase from last year. It is a 6.85% increase. So the rate will go up from 182.15 to 194.63. So it's recommended that the Board of Trustees renew the contract for the major medical insurance coverage for the Medicare eligible retirees with Humana.
Any questions? Motion?
so move.
I need a second.
Second.
Jeff? I need a roll call vote, please, since it is money.
Yeah, so I'll bring this with my wife.
Trustee Earhart,
Approve.
Trustee Polk,
Approved.
Trustee McBride,
You approve?
Trustee McBride,
I cannot hear anything tonight, I'm sorry.
Aye.
Mike even working?
It is, yep. So they're doing a roll call for the, to approve the
Okay.
Humana contract. Would you approve?
Oh, I can. I've done it for years.
Okay.
Was that an approve?
That's
Yeah.
approved.
Trustee Hare,
Approve.
Trustee Knox, approve.
Motion carries then. Thank you. Our financial report?
I actually have
Excuse
one
me.
more
Oh, I'm so
resolution.
sorry.
No, that's okay. This one is resolution number 2415 for the contract renewal recommendation for Delta Dental and IMED. This one, there is no increase for either, so it's pretty much the standard plan until next year.
May I have a motion, please?
I'll make motion.
Second?
Second.
We'll do roll call just to be safe.
Trustee Ahern,
Approve.
trustee Polk,
Approved?
trustee Hare,
Approve.
Scorpio.
trustee McBride,
Approve.
Motion carries.
trustee Knox, approve.
Thank you. Now, financial report.
Good evening. In September 2023, the total monthly operating expenses were $2,189,717. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. $2,189,717.24. This represents 5.54% of the fiscal year 24 annual budget. And this percentage is 0.8% less than the monthly projection. The operating expenses are broke down by wages, services, materials and supplies, casualty and liability and miscellaneous, and the capital expenditure for the facility construction. So we are requesting the disbursements be approved.
Questions?
Questions?
Motion?
So moved.
Second?
I'll second.
Roll call vote, please.
Trustee Ahern,
Approve.
trustee Polk,
Approved?
trustee Hare,
Approve.
trustee McBride,
Approve.
trustee Knox, approve.
Motion carries. Thank you all. I don't have any more. Okay, Jeff has something.
Yeah, I would like to, regarding the bus shelters, particularly the one on Lincoln and Griswold. What is the progress of those improvements?
Still waiting for material to come in. Still, every time we ask them, there's no estimated time for delivery. But all the material has been ordered. I think it was ordered like 2 or 3 months ago. It's just one of those items that just takes forever to get anymore.
The metal or what particular?
It's the metal. No, it's just like we see with our fleet, getting certain parts, certain kinds of material, it just takes forever anymore to get anything. It's supply chain problems. But it has all been ordered months ago to do a carpenter.
Is there like a temporary fix? I mean, just because the winter months are coming with maybe plexiglass or glass or.
We can look into it. We've looked into plexiglass before. Getting that stuff specially cut and getting it riveted in it's very difficult to do. But we can definitely take another peek at it again. If we don't get the material before winter, then yes, we can definitely look into it.
I'm just concerned about the clients, obviously.
For sure.
Standing in the cold and rain.
We'll do a follow-up with them again this week and bug them again and see if we have any time for delivery. But that'll be one of the first ones that gets
Okay.
fixed. So we're gonna try to hit the most used ones first and follow the ones that aren't used as much. That's our plan at least.
All right, thank you.
Any additional? I do want to say that we all know that safety glass is my big issue, but Nick did tell me that we have bids and that we should be moving forward with that in a very short time period. Okay. So our next meeting will be Monday, November the 13th at 5:30. Hope to see all of you there. And I need a motion to adjourn. Sharon, and a second?
I'll second.
So moved, meeting adjourned. Thank you all.